Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today in this matchup, this will be between the 2015-16 Golden State Warriors, who had 73 wins, which broke the 95-96 Chicago Bulls record of 72 wins previously. And they unfortunately lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers, which they were at a 3-1 lead, but they blew it, and then LeBron James won his third NBA title, and he would not win another one until 4 years later in 2020 with the Los Angeles Lakers. I chose this matchup because it's one of the newer rivalries, and both players, Curry and LeBron James, were both born in Akron, Ohio, but LeBron James lived in Akron for most of his life. I don't know, and he has a property in Fairlawn, which is not far from Akron. I don't know if he still lives there in that mansion or not, because he plays for the Lakers now. Anyway, moving on. For the 15-16 Golden State Warriors, they got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, and Draymond Green. For the 15-16 Cleveland Cavaliers, they got Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson. So without further ado, we'll see you at tip-off. Here we are at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, next to Progressive Field, and the Cavaliers do win the tip-off, so I'm going to pass it to the Akron native LeBron James, who got drafted first overall in the 2003 draft from St. Vincent St. Mary High School to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and really he only had to travel 30 minutes away, and he makes the first dunk of this game, and he goes for 2 points in the paint there. So now Andre Iguodala, he's going to pass it to Steph Curry, and Harrison Barnes, who is now with the Sacramento Kings, makes that deep three. So I'm going to pass it to Kyrie Irving, and Irving, he's going to go up, and he's going to make that in for 2. So that's also his jersey number that he wore in Cleveland. When he wore number 11 in Boston, and he still wears number 11 in Brooklyn. So I'm going to pass this to Tristan Thompson, and I'm passing it to Kevin Love, and Kevin Love makes that dunk. By the way, to my knowledge, he is the only remaining Cavalier on the 15-16 championship team. So LeBron James is now on the Lakers. Kyrie Irving is with the Brooklyn Nets. J.R. Smith did spend very little with the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron in 2020. Now he's still a free agent. Don't know. He might sign with another team in the next few months or so, or he could retire. So now Tristan Thompson, who is now with the Boston Celtics, passes it to LeBron James, the GOAT, and he shoots this in for 3. So it's now 14-7. So Curry, he's going to pass it to Thompson. And Curry passes it to Klay Thompson. He attempts that 3, but that is no good. Kevin Love, he's going to pass it to Tristan Thompson, and he's going to go up, and he's going to make that 2 points count for the Cavs. So 16-7 here in Cleveland. I do love that court design by the Cavs. I like how they show downtown Cleveland, which makes it really cool in a way. The interesting thing about Cleveland is that it's on the shores of Lake Erie. Well, First Energy Stadium for the most part, the home of the Cleveland Browns, and the Golden State Warriors do take a timeout. Okay, now it's 21-7, so the Warriors and the Cavs both did their substitutions, and apparently Steph Curry makes his usual threes. I'm going to pass it to LeBron James, and LeBron James, he's going to shoot this in from 3, and it's now 24-10 here in Quicken Loans Arena. It's now the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, to my knowledge. I'm going to pass it to LeBron James, and James runs it into the paint, and he makes a dunk for the Cavaliers. So Andre Iguodala passes it to Stephen Curry, and Leonard Barbosa makes 2 points in. That will count for the Warriors. So now LeBron James, he's going to shoot this in for 3, and this will end the first quarter. We'll see you guys in the second. All right, now the Warriors do have possession. Since we won the tip-off, we won't have that possession until the fourth. So Curry, he's going to shoot this in for 3. He actually misses. I'm going to pass it to Richard Jefferson. He is now an announcer for various NBA games. Does he do specific teams? Not necessarily. But he just does it. I think he announces for, to my knowledge, NBA TV, and he does some, I think he might do ESPN or TNT. I can't remember. But J.R. Smith, who is a teammate with LeBron in the 2020 finals when the Lakers beat the Heat. And now J.R. Smith, he came out of free agency to play with the Lakers and win another championship. And Steph Curry makes that foul. So J.R. Smith, he's going to shoot this in from the free-throw line. And that will count. So it's now 37-12. The Cavaliers are leading this by 25. Matthew Dellavedova steals the ball. I'm going to pass it to J.R. Smith. And J.R. Smith makes another 2 points count for the Cavs. And now Curry, he loses the basketball. And I'm going to pass this to LeBron. He's going to shoot it from 3. Actually, it was 2 that time. But still 41-12. So we're going to lead them by 30. Oh my gosh, and LeBron James, he's going to do another spectacular dunk for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So he is ace in the court like he's Michael Jordan, and he makes another steal, and he gets another 2 points in. So now he has 22 points. So he scored nearly half of the points of this Cavs team. So just keep that in mind. He had 8 points in the paint. Curry, another 3. So Curry is well known for his three-point shooting, and I believe he is on either the top 3 for three-point shooters. So he is really one of the greatest players in the 2020s decade. So James had the ball, lost it for a moment, but Curry passes it to Barbosa, and that will count. So now this is going to be a 48-17 lead here. So now LeBron, he's going to do it from mid-range, and that will be 50 points for the Lakers. So that's really, for the Cavaliers, excuse me. But LeBron makes another 2 points count, so it's now 52-17. Cleveland is leading it by 35 in the 2-1-6 and the 4-4-0. Barbosa passes it to Andre Iguodala, and Kevin Love has possession of the basketball, so he's just going to dribble it, and I'm going to shoot this in for 3. We'll see you guys in the second half. All right, ladies and gentlemen, beginning of the third quarter now. Klay Thompson has the basketball. LeBron James makes the steal, and he's going to run for it, and he is going to shoot it in for 2 points whatsoever, and it's now 50-20, so the Cavs are leading by 37. So now Curry, who was also born in Akron, later moved to North Carolina when his father played for the Charlotte Hornets, and he spent a little bit of time in Canada while his father played for the Toronto Raptors, and his father Dell played with Vince Carter in the 99-00 Raptors, and he was featured in last episode. And now J.R. Smith, he's going to make the dunk, goes up in the paint there, and in 1987 and 1988, Del Curry, Steph's father, played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the Cavs were not really in Cleveland at that time. They were in more towards Akron, in an Akron suburb, in Richfield, Ohio, at the Coliseum in Richfield, which is now demolished, and it is now part of the Cuyahoga National State Park, which is one of the few national parks in the state of Ohio. I don't know if it's state or national, but I'm guessing it is likely national, could be state, but Northeast Ohio is just a great region to really be in. You know, it's just a fun day trip to go to. I've been there many, many times because I'm from Western PA, and we're only like a few. Hermitage, PA is like a few minutes away from Ohio, and LeBron James makes his dunk there. He makes his fifth or sixth dunk of the game. I usually don't pay attention to how many dunks he's had until we get into statistics. So he makes another dunk. So he has done spectacular. So he's had 4 points mid-range and 37 points tonight. He's likely going to be player of the game here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So LeBron James makes another steal. He's going to go up and he's going to make another dunk. All right, now it's 75 to 26. Kyrie Irving makes this in for three for the Cavaliers, and it's now 78-26. So Curry, he makes it deep from three, and I believe he has at least 3,000 three-pointers in his career. Now we got Richard Jefferson ready to shoot this in for three. He makes it from deep as well, and it's now 81 to 29. So the Cavaliers are leading this, I think, by 52, if I'm not mistaken. But now Harrison Barnes, he attempts that three, but that turns out to be missed. So we got Kyrie Irving. He's going to dribble it, and we'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. All right, now it's 81-29 here in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm going to pass this to Ian Shumpert, and I'm going to pass it to Richard Jefferson, and he's going to make it in for two, and it's now 83 to 29. So we were all perfect in field goals, so we didn't even miss a single one, but the Warriors were 8 for 12, and then they didn't do as great in the second half, which is right now. Keep in mind that Curry did make most of the points. Anderson Varejao in his return to Cleveland, he spent most of his time with the Cavs, and currently in the year 2021, I think he now plays, last time when I looked this up, I'm pretty sure he plays basketball in his home country of Brazil. So I don't know what team specifically he plays for, but all I know is that he currently plays in Brazil. So now we got Richard Jefferson makes that in for three. So it's now 90 to 31. So the Cavs are leading at 59 points. They're acing this court at home. So they've been doing really good all this time. So they feel like they're one of the best teams out there. I honestly like playing them, but it does go out of bounds, and the 15-16 Warriors do get possession. Varejao, he's going to pass the basketball to Longley, and then he's going to make that in, and it's now going to be 90 to 33. So I'm going to pass it deep to Tristan Thompson, who now plays for Boston, and he makes it in for three. So it's now 93 to 33 here in Cleveland. So we've done pretty decent, actually. And Tristan Thompson does make another dunk. So he makes it in the paint. Anyway, LeBron James is your New Balance player of the game, and I'll explain more about that when we get into statistics whatsoever. We're leading this 95-35, so we got LeBron James. He's ready to shoot this in For 3. We only need 2 more points to go until we make that triple digit number. So we make it to the triple digit mark if we get 2 more points, which hopefully we will. And it's now 98-35. Anderson Varejao, he is going to pass the basketball to Looney, and then he's going to pass it to Williams, and he loses the basketball. J.R. Smith claims it, and now J.R. Smith, he is going to make the 2 points in the paint. So it's now 100-35. So we're winning this by 65 points. So Cleveland is definitely going to be your winner. This team was red hot today. J.R. Smith, he's going to go up. He boxes him out, and he gets that in. So it's now 102-35. Our max points scored in this series was 115 when we played the 97-98 Chicago Bulls against the 06-07 Cleveland Cavaliers. By the way, I will have that link to the I'll have that video. I'll have the link to the video if you guys want to check it out in the description. This was our 3rd episode, and Michael Jordan won it for the Bulls. It was LeBron's previous Cavs tenure. So he had 2 tenures in Cleveland. So he went to Miami in 2010 from 2014. So he only spent like 4 seasons with the Heat, and then came back to Cleveland, won a championship in 16, leaves Cleveland in 2018 to go out west to California to play for the Los Angeles Lakers. And LeBron James makes that extra point count. So there's only 5.2 seconds to go, and the Cavs do win it here in Northeast Ohio. And we take the W for the 6th episode of the Classic Team series. So all I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future. We'll see you guys next episode. I'll explain what matchup what will the next episode be after we get done with statistics. Okay, LeBron James, the Akron native, 48 points, 1 assist, and 7 dunks on the day. That is really impressive by LeBron James, despite winning player of the game. J.R. Smith, 20 points, 1 rebound, 4 steals on the day, and a dunk. So, Tristan Thompson, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 dunks on the day. So Richard Jefferson had 14 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 1 dunk on the day. Kevin Love had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal with 2 dunks. Kyrie Irving just had 5 points and 3 assists on the day for Cleveland. Now moving on to Golden State. Steph Curry, he has 12 points, 4 assists, 1 steal. Harrison Barnes just has 8 points. Leonard Barbosa had 6 points, 2 assists on the day. Andre Iguodala had only 3 points, and his only points of the game was a 3-pointer. Draymond Green had only 2 points. So that wraps up for the statistics, and we will show you the next episode. So for episode 7 of our classic teams, the 07-08 Denver Nuggets will travel to Broadway to New York City to battle off against the 11-12 New York Knicks. So that wraps it up, everyone. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, everyone. Have a great Saturday.